we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
The current bill widens the definition of broker. Those who would have to collect information on cryptocurrency consumers and report this information to the IRS. It would force every single participant in the cryptocurrency structure to operate as a financial institution, which would mean they would have to provide consumer information to the IRS, even if they don't have access to that information. This overly broad definition of the word broker will block rapid innovation in cryptocurrencies, and it will endanger the privacy of many Americans in cryptocurrencies. This is wrong. So I applaud my colleagues for trying to find an incremental approach. Unfortunately, because the senator from Vermont objected, that incremental approach hasn't been adopted. So let's exercise a brief, shining moment of common sense. And let's recognize, if we've gathered all 100 senators in this chamber and asked them to stand up and articulate 2 sentences defining what in the hell a cryptocurrency is, that you would not get greater than 5 who could answer that question. Given that reality, the barest exercise of prudence would say we shouldn't regulate something we don't yet understand. We should actually take the time to try to understand it. We should hold some hearings. We should consider the consequences. We shouldn't destroy people's lives and livelihoods from complete ignorance.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And we have the infrastructure bill passed. And of course, Biden, the vice president, Kamala says the people will not pay for it. Only the wealthy. Do we believe that, guys? No, we do not. Now, when it comes to blockchain, yes, everything will be tracked. But we know the wealthy can get on a private blockchain. So we know there's always loopholes for people with money. Now, when it comes to stocks and cryptos, because this infrastructure bill is going to be paid by the people, we know now that the Fed is going to start shrinking this liquidity to start building this 4th industrial revolution. They needed this money to start building. Guys, remember, this is all Freemason. While everybody's distracted, they're building. And the fact is that they've already built so many narratives up. While the masses are looking at that narrative, they're going to be riding all of this technology in behind the C word, behind climate change, and the technology is just coming in. So by the time the people wake up, it's already here. That's why it's very, very important, guys, to get your friends and family educated. This infrastructure bill is for the 4th industrial revolution. Will they ever say that? No. And guys, we're purposely behind in the United States. We know the Asia connection, we know the Belt and Road, that was built. So then therefore, everyone can look at China and Asia, Africa, the emerging markets, and now the United States is behind. And of course, it's going to make it seem like they're doing good for America. When we know at the beginning, we funded everything. We gave them all of our military technology, guys. We know the quantum computing. We know all of this was funded in the United States, and we gave it to them. But guys, this is done several times before in history. When we go over the Anthony Sutton videos, how many times have the New World Order pulled this off? Now, of course, this is a bigger task, but Americans are the most dumbed down that they've ever been in history. So it will definitely be easy to move this in while the sheep sit back. Remember, they have the people at their mercy. All these people out of work, the 10 million jobs that are available, majority of them are low-paying jobs. We know that they're going to get America back to work. Now, a lot of free programs is in this infrastructure bill, giving people free internet. Why are you going to give people free internet? That's right, guys, because we want them to stay on, so therefore they can be able to use this new technology. It won't work if they don't have the internet. So that's the reason why this infrastructure bill, I think they have like $14 billion just for welfare internet subsidies. So we know in these big bills, they put their agenda inside these big bills, and we know a lot of that money that they passed already for schools are not going to be used until 5 or 8 years down the road. So guys, remember, when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
I truly believe that this bill proves the voice of the people will be heard, and we can all come together to make a difference in people's lives. As you heard me say it before, and I apologize for repeating it, but there are no Republican bridges or Democratic roads. This is a moment that lives beyond the headlines, beyond partisan sound bites, beyond the culture of instant outrage, disinformation, and conflict as entertainment. This is about us doing the real hard work of governing. It's about democracy delivering for the people. It's about winning the future. It's about doing our job. This is about building an economy from the bottom up and the middle out, giving everyone a decent chance at a decent life. And by the way, when the bottom and middle do well, the wealthy do very, very well. Nobody gets hurt. This is what I call governing and government doing its job, ensuring everybody's better off. As I've said many times, and I'll say it again today, we are the United States of America. And there's nothing we can't do if we do it together.
And the way I see it, an investment in infrastructure, it provides people with what they need to get where they need to go. This bill that passed the Senate today gives people what they need to get where they need to go. And it will do that while also creating millions of good union jobs for our nation's workers. It will do that while also helping our nation's businesses compete worldwide. And so just so we are clear, we are not going to raise middle-class taxes to pay for it, because that's what the president promised, and that is what we must deliver.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.